Hello my nephews and nieces, it's your Uncle Kyle here, and tell me that Jason Todd, aka the Arkham Knight, could not have been the greatest antagonist in the entire Arkham series. Yes, I am not joking, better than Joker, better than Scarecrow, better than Origins Bane, but you're just missing a little bit of that spice. So I will tell you right now what could have made the Arkham Knight the GOAT of all Arkham villains. First off, I want to talk about how threatening this guy was to Batman and to, well, the people of Gotham. Well, there wasn't really any in the game, but you know what I mean. It's just his overall threat level. And was his overall threat level decent in any way? I mean, I suppose so. He did do some stuff which put Batman on edge, like how he knew everything that Batman, well, would do. He knew a lot about Batman. He knew Batman's identity. He stole Barbara. I don't know if that gets into women possession thing. I'm not you're starting that, not me. Yes, he did do stuff that put Batman on edge, but what I'm saying is that he was not on edge enough. He needed to be edged more. Again, pause. But what I'm trying to say is that this man didn't have enough appearances in the overall game. He didn't have enough time to shine. Somehow in his own game with his name on the goddamn cover, it's almost like he takes a back foot sometimes, which somehow Scarecrow feels like as well. So I just don't know what's going on. This whole game, I just get the vibe that the Arkham Knight is just a phony Batman that just wants to impersonate him and just run the fuck away whenever he fucking sees him. I don't know if that's what you wanted from your Arkham Knight, but that certainly is not what I wanted from my Arkham Knight. My personal idea for the best Arkham Knight possible is to have a much more serious and threatening Arkham Knight, which involves increasing Jason's power level, scaling, whatever you want to call it, to exceptional degrees, to the point that he can even keep up with Batman in the goddamn high-tech suit. Listen, I propose something more of what we've already seen in the game. So you know that point in the game where the Arkham Knight ambushes Batman and he just goes tumbling to the ground and the Arkham Knight is just flexing his knowledge about Batman, saying, oh yeah, I know just where to shoot you, except he didn't go for the mouth. I mean, I guess you could say that he, like, Scarecrow wanted him alive, so I guess that's fine. But stuff like that, stuff like knowing exactly where Batman is and able to ambush him, and so little amount of people are able to ambush the fucking master detective who could fucking karate chop you into oblivion. Isn't that just really impressive? And I would like more of that, thank you. I want more of that in the game. I want it to be a regular or semi-regular thing that the Arkham Knight ambushes Batman, knows exactly where he is, and attacks him. I want him not to just be a, well, what looks like in the game to just be a mental threat, some way, mental threat. I want him to also be a physical threat. I want Batman on edge all the time. I want this guy to keep on thinking about the Arkham Knight, when this guy will pop out. I want it to be a semi-regular thing of the Arkham Knight popping out and surprising Batman. I think that would make him a really terrifying foe to face in the game, would it not? I mean, he's supposed to be, in a way, a phony Batman, a knockoff Batman, a evil Batman, and I really wanted them to lean into that a whole lot. What if Batman did kill? What if someone that's at least close to Batman's skill level was just cool with murder, cool with all this evil shit, and he could stand up to Batman in a fight? I think that would be a really cool story. I mean, I'm taking a little inspiration off I forget his name, but I believe there was like a knockoff Batman in the Injustice, one of the Injustice comics. I will show it on screen right now if I can find it. But yeah, I'm taking slight inspiration from this. I actually forgot who's actually under the mask. I believe that's actually Jason Todd. I think it's Jason Todd in that story. Maybe. I might look like an idiot, but still, I don't know. I don't know if I'll show you on screen. And to amplify his character, I would also think it would be really beneficial to reveal his identity earlier. I feel like the whole Batman and Jason thing, oh yeah, you betrayed me type shit, you know what I mean? I feel like that could have a lot more to it than we saw in the game. It was only really a if you blink you'll miss it type shit, because we only really had a quote-unquote boss fight with Batman knowing Jason is Arkham Knight, and then that little bit at the end of the game where Jason saves Batman. But apart from that, we don't really get to see anything more of the whole Jason and Batman arc, and I think that's a real big missed opportunity. That is another layer they could have added to this game. Focus on the emotional conflict between Jason and Batman. Have this guy fully vengeful. Don't have this guy goddamn be sappy and feel sorry for himself and you know, after 5 seconds of fighting Batman. Have this guy fucking vengeful, like almost mirroring Batman with his own parents. Have this guy just only see vengeance. He wants Batman dead by all costs. That's his full thing, and he believes that he can be a better Batman. Isn't that this whole thing? He wants to kill Batman, then kill Crane, and then, oh, I'm now Batman and I can be a better vigilante than him. I know he was probably going to do the whole Red Hood shit, but honestly, for this story, I kind of wanted him to have the whole Batman persona, the whole knockoff Batman shit stuff, the Arkham Knight, stuff like that. I wanted to have it during the story, during why Batman's alive. And then as soon as Batman dead, then maybe, yeah, you can go on and do with the Red Hood shit, because maybe he's a bit traumatized with the whole Batman there. I don't really care. You can write what you want in that point. But I'm just saying, the emotional conflict, you can't skip out on this. This could have been a really powerful point in the game. And I'm really sad that they didn't take this further. And the Red Hood DLC doesn't count, because, I mean, it doesn't really count for much, does it? The Red Hood DLC. I mean, it's guy with guns. How can you not like it? Damn. Jesus Christ. Damn. Before the Jason Todd boss fight, which I'll talk about a bit later, how I wanted that to be changed. Yeah, before that boss fight takes place, I would want a segment playing as Arkham Knight. And I know this wouldn't be that deep, because you literally have a playable Arkham Knight in the goddamn game. And there should be some footage playing right now. Maybe it's modded. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I did. But I think it would be really cool to show off this guy's brutality before you will face off against him. Again, to build up how sinister this guy can be. Me, myself, I'm a huge fan of Far Cry. And if you played Far Cry games before, and if you love them like me, then you know that the Far Cry games glaze the villains to the absolute hell. There's a reason that the villains are on the goddamn cover, and they're basically the central point of all the games, and all the marketing goes around them and everything. It's really beneficial when you have a villain that you really want to see either defeated, you want to join them, either like they're really convincing, or maybe you just want to hear them talk more. They're just a charismatic villain, or maybe that they're just really goddamn sinister to the point that you're just like, you know, this guy, he might not be the best guy, but he's entertaining. I don't know where I was going. I think I know I was going with that, actually. But yeah, I think it would be really cool if we had a, maybe not fully like take this idea, because I do see the flaws in this idea, but have something along the lines of Jason Todd killing, like, just, I don't know, killing a whole bunch of police officers. Like, to have a whole bunch of police officers across Gotham. Like, I don't know, Batman's in Founders Island, and I don't know, it switches to the Arkham Knight, who's in like Miyagani Island or something like that. Miyagani Island. There's a bunch of police officers, I don't know, that's raiding a house or something, trying to get criminals out. And I don't know, okay, this is a really random scenario, but you know what I'm trying to say. But the Arkham Knight just bursts in, fucking annihilates everything with his Batman-esque moveset and everything, and just have him be really fucking cruel. I think it would be really goddamn cool if you could play as the Arkham Knight beforehand. Again, this is all in the attempt to build up the villain as a serious threat, and I think that it will give the players a lot more of a connection with Jason if you get to play as him and maybe see things through his eyes. I think that this could be really cool. I mean, it'll be dark. It'll certainly be dark, like a whole segment that's dedicated to show off Jason's cruelty. But that's what you got to expect from a villain, man. Like, I don't want any of this anti-hero shit. This guy, I want him to be a villain. I don't care if he's redeemed by the end of it. This is how we get entertainment, people. This is how we get the good stuff. Now to the Arkham Knight boss fight. I have mentioned this in a previous video. I just don't remember which one it was. But I think Jason Todd should have had a way better boss fight. I think everyone can say that the Jason Todd boss fight, Arkham Knight, was just horrible. It should have been way better than it was. So I think it should have been more of a Deathstroke-esque kind of fight. But basically, what I said as a summary in that video is that I think that the only option for a Jason Todd Arkham Knight boss fight is a Deathstroke type shit, especially what I've been saying about a copycat evil Batman, we kind of had to have a Deathstroke-esque fight. And yes, I know the whole lore of it. Batman's in this new suit. He's more powerful than fucking anyone in Gotham. No one can stand up to him in a 1v1 fight. Jason Todd just doesn't even fucking try. I know, I get it. But here's the thing. Jason Todd is not supposed to be the fucking Miz. If anyone gets that reference, that WWE reference. You're not supposed to be a fucking cowardly villain, bro. I want him to stand up to Batman. He wants his revenge so bad. I want him to be able to throw himself at Batman. This guy has died before. I don't think he should really be scared of death. I should think he just wanted to throw himself at Batman. He should be pretty much fearless in that type of way. And listen, I didn't really want to say this because I feel like you guys get really mad at me saying this, but like the Batmobile tank combat, I wouldn't mind in the Jason Todd fight if he also used that. Like there was 2 segments of the boss fight. Like he first used the tank, and then he just fought Batman on foot. And I know why you guys would be raging at that, because the Batman is overused enough in this game. Why do we need to keep it the same or even have more of it? That I think having a tank fight as like a second or first round, whatever, I think that'll be it'll give off the better impression of a knockoff Batman fight. I mean, Batman, when things don't work out, it doesn't stay the same, is it? Like, he switches tactics if things don't work out, and he finds a way to win. He finds an avenue to victory every single time. And Jason Todd should have learned this from his time as Batman. And let's say if the Deathstroke-esque boss fight was first, once he knew that he was absolutely no match for Arkham Batman, then the fight would then transition into a tank battle until one of the clone detective martial artists is finally outwitted the other in combat and intelligence. Listen, I just kind of wanted to end this video by saying that the Arkham Knight is a decent character in the game. He's fine. He's not good, or he's not bad either, I suppose. He's closer to bad, but you know, whatever. But let's just say he's not gonna be finding himself getting a second appearance anywhere anytime soon. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to say that, like, the Arkham Knight, I like his concept as a character. I like his design. I would even go so far as to say as I love it. Maybe with a little tweaks. I think the whole military Batman type shit, I think that looks really, really fucking good. And it just makes me sad looking at the Arkham Knight, like his appearance, the whole attire, the way the game's set up with the militia. I really think that there was a whole lot of lost potential here with the Arkham Knight. This guy could have been absolutely incredible. You know who else I see as like an underrated villain who has like almost no appearances? The Phantasm. My god, I forgot about that guy, bro. Like, if you haven't seen Batman Mask of the Phantasm, watch it. I implore you. I made a video about it back in the day, but I wouldn't recommend watching it. I had a very bad experience with the YouTube copyright shit. That was my first time doing it, and the video just ended up fucking horrible. You know what? Yeah, I would never delete a video, probably, unless it's like really controversial. Maybe. But you know what? If I could delete one, without like abusing myself mentally for it, without doing that, it'll definitely be that one. Well, then that'll be the end of the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember, I'm your Uncle Kyle. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.